Hi class, Professor Laney. I'm here to do a quick video on module two instructions. And I'm really proud that I got this one out. Last week, I know I got things out in pieces, but this time I got everything out at one time, meaning I got the quiz set up, got the assignment set up, the discussion, everything. It's all ready to go. So you know what, not waiting for me. I'm trying to give you guys as much time as possible to get to tackle these things. So I'm really, really excited. So module two is, again, all you guys are starting to see that all the modules are looking the same. I start off with an intro, and it really starts with the LibreText, the book, the same intro that's in there. I'm just trying to like bookend your what you're going to do this week. So at the beginning, there's an intro, at the end, there's a summary, kind of the same thing. But again, I believe that we all need multiple reminders to make sure that we can get things done. Okay, so our module here, let's see, I wonder if you guys going to see me better here. Maybe I'll put it up here. Still learning about advanced controls on Zoom. So, so again, once you go through the introduction, it does have a date on it, but that's just a README date. Anytime you see an 11:59, that's like, hey, README, and it just comes off of your to-do list. Don't even worry about it. Again, here, README, right? Until you see, this just means page, this little icon means page. Until you see this little icon with the little pencil, that means assignment. This one means discussion. You guys got this, right? And then anytime you see a rocket, that's a quiz. And if you see a paperclip, that's just like a document. And then if you see the little two links with a line, that's a hyperlink. You guys got this. Let's see. Okay, so we started in this particular chapter is how children learn and understand their world. So again, what I do is I go through the chapter and I try to bring out different pieces that I think maybe the chapter did explain, but maybe not explain enough. So I want you guys to be able to have more to help bring the chapter to life. Again, we are blessed that we have the OER books that you guys don't have to buy a book, but at the same time, we are almost, and I hate to use this word, curating. I'm looking all over the internet and OpenStax and everything to find things for you that will help illustrate the course information in the chapters. So again, I here put the links for our book. And yes, I just put it in English, but again, in our book module that's up top, there are links in Spanish. And then this is our actual chapter right here. There's only one section, so it's 2.1. And then that's what we have. So what I did is I took the headers out of the chapter, and then I went ahead and filled those in. I did put a little note here that I do really, really, really enjoy Agents of Socialization. This is a big deal. When you take the class with me live, I make people do posters, like a full poster on Agents of Socialization. So this book does things a little bit differently, so I'm adjusting. So again, I just put this link here because Khan Academy doesn't let you embed, which is fine, but Khan Academy is really good, so make sure you read through that. The socialization crash course, I do really like crash course too. And so kind of cool beans, right? This peer piece about socialization of peers, again, I don't really have to tell you guys, you pretty much know, you guys are in the thick of it. But this slam poetry was really, really cool. Couldn't believe it. And then this one, it's a TED talk. It wouldn't indent properly, but I'm going to live, I promise. But this one, sometimes I assign this one as a discussion board because this will give you all the feels. This one, oh, this guy's so cool. And again, the formatting is killing me just a little bit, but I'm going to breathe, I promise. Then our socialization that happens at school. This one's really cool too. This is about some logical stuff that doesn't make sense. And mind you, this was recorded before COVID, but there's a lot of different things now that don't make sense. But again, we have a lot of opportunities in the educational system to change things, and we have nowhere to go but up at this point, right? The apple cart got kicked over, so all we have to do is just start picking up the pieces, and maybe we're going to reorganize a lot differently this time. Yeah. So the workplace, I really liked how this book included the workplace, because every time you go to a new job, you have a same processes of like, you got to learn the cash register, and you got to learn the people on the shift and the clocking in and all the business. But you have the same processes, but it doesn't mean it's the same place. Also, I took an entire class on like organizational socialization or sociology of organizations at Cal State Fullerton. It was fantastic. We even talked about making friends at a workplace. And the one thing that sticks with me is like, out of all the billions of people in the world, did you think that you would be friends with these people just randomly placed here together? So you're not going to be friends with everybody. You're just not. And it's really cool. I'm glad that we talked about socialization here of the workplace. And think about it. When you're living with your parents and your parents have to go through socialization, then yeah, there's this trickle down thing too. So it's really great. I'm glad that we're talking about this. Government, yeah, another piece by Khan Academy, which is really good. Again, teaches us a lot about how our government tries to, get us compliant and follow the rules and, do what we're told in a way. But at the same time, we're American, we're, built on all these different freedoms. So there's an interesting thing, there's an interesting fine line that talks about how to become socialized to the new rules of any society, right? The government has a big kind of a part in that. Social media, huge. I actually put 1, 2, 3 pieces in here from social media. There's a lot that we could talk about how social media socializes. And when we get into gender roles, I got more. I got more. Okay, so when you get to the bottom, just click next, and then I'll just walk us through. Notes are pretty much the same. I'm keeping up the grading a little bit in here. So your notes are looking good. If not, I've left you a comment. So if it's typed, 2 pages is fine, single spaced. If it's handwritten, 4 is good. Because if you're handwriting it and just uploading pictures, that's not a problem. It just takes more space. And if you're like super graphic designing or want to do a mind map, it's 1 page in color, please. Okay. So next, and then the discussion board is super cool. So I basically listed out the same areas of socialization and how you were. I want you to share with your peers how you were socialized young and how you're socialized now. Right? If you have Instagram, you are being socialized by social media. They're telling you what to buy and what to like and what colors are hot and how to act and what to say. And, I know some of you are arguing with me right now as you're listening to the video, but if you've ever Insta made me buy it situation, they got you, right? So again, so cool stuff. We really need to start talking about how we've been socialized, and it will help with all of our stuff. Okay. If you want to get the notifications, hit subscribe. Let's see. The journals, again, really great stuff in here. They're in 3 parts, and I'm going to suggest for you guys to write 3 paragraphs. Okay, maybe I should be more clear about that. Some people just like shove it all in one thing and are like, I'm good to go. But now I'm playing like sleuth on, did you do all the parts? So again, do 1 paragraph, 5 to 10 sentences on what you learned this week. What did I learn? And if you say I didn't learn anything, I already knew this stuff because I'm amazing, that's great. Give me 5 to 10 sentences on why you didn't learn anything and how you're amazing. Number 2, find an additional resource. This is again where you're like, I didn't understand this part of the chapter, or I think the chapter was kind of lame here, or this made me remember this or this and that. Just go out and find something. This tells me that you're connecting to something. I don't care again if it's slam poetry, if it's a TED Talk, it's a TikTok, it's an Instagram post, Instagram story. I don't care. Give me something that makes me know that you know what's going on in the chapter. Also, it gives me like a second set of eyes out there. I don't get to see everything that you guys are saying. And I really need you guys to make connections to the material, or else it's not going to make sense. And the 3rd paragraph, Leslie, what will you do with this information? Okay. This is where you're like, oh, well, I'm never going to be a parent, so I'm never going to use this information. So what? You're not going to be a parent, but you will have little kids or younger people in your bubble, right? Your nieces, nephews, or younger coworkers, anything like that. So for future teachers, this is easy. This is like, I'll use this information in my future classroom in X, Y, and Z. So again, give me more and you get more points. That's how it works, right? So the 5 to 7 sentences each is the minimum of what I'm looking for. Give me a little bit more, I'll give you a little bit more. Fair? Cool. There's the rubric. If you want to learn what to do to get all the points, go on this part where it says full marks. Pretty easy. I'm trying to give you guys the keys to the kingdom. Okay, so for the virtual family assignment, I'm going to make a whole separate video on this. So stay tuned for that. I'll put it probably right up here on the top. I'm trying to keep each week to like 3 different little pieces. There's an A, B, and C. Pretty straightforward. I give you the instructions, and then I give you the places to turn those instructions in. So again, this week, we're going to be talking about a philosophy statement. You're just going to create, why do we think partnership with parents is important? The second piece is school family communication. Like what are your strategies? Like, how are you going to actually communicate with parents? I don't want to hear any Miss America answers. Like, I'm going to communicate with parents because parents are important to communicate with, because communication is really important and parents like to communicate. Thank you. Don't do that. Don't give me the Miss America. Tell me, we'll tell you, we're going to get into the details here, but tell me why. Tell me what you would do to actually facilitate some communication between you and your pretend organization and the parents that you work with. And the last piece is the family involvement opportunities. So again, I'm going to write some more. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that, but I gave you kind of a little peek overview. Same thing, another video coming up tonight regarding portfolio. This is the second week. This time, last week it was just getting familiar. This week is actually add an introduction, right? Add your schooling, add your work history, and then add this class. So child development 110, you have to scroll down, but again, I'm going to give you some instructions on that as well separately. So I'm just kind of giving you the overview of the week. And then the quiz. I didn't put all the instructions up here, but 10 questions. I think it's true, false, multiple choice, and a couple multiple answer. Same thing. Again, I want the format of this class to be very, 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 very predictable. So you guys aren't stressed about what happens when. Okay. It opens up on Monday morning at 8 and everything closes. It's all due on Sunday at 8. Some things I do put on a Saturday due date, some things I put on Friday due date, but I'm flexible with those at the target date. So just get it in. And there's our chapter summary. Let me go back to the module to show you what it all looks like in one piece. So yes, here's our module 2, right? So I put here intro, reading, our assignments. This is what we do. This is the projects. So about 3 different turn-ins here, and then 1 portfolio, right? Again, I'm trying to separate this out so you guys aren't doing it all crammed at the end, because trust me, between now and the end of term, you will not have extra time. And then the assessments and a summary. Pretty cool. I'm just trying to, again, make everything nice and neat and predictable and clean. So again, if you have any questions, please contact me using Canvas in the inbox. I also use Prontos to do that. I try to keep it 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, but sometimes if I'm chilling out on the couch and you're texting me at 10, I might ignore it, I might answer it. So just know 8 to 8 Monday through Friday kind of works. All right. I'll see you on the next video. All right, good to see you.